All right, so this is our second recording.
If you want to be technical about it, I started and stopped several recordings. So it's like the seventh or eighth.
All right,
Just
yeah, I
it's
gotcha.
I'm
But if you
sorry.
want to be technical, I've taken plenty of videos of us. The lost films will be uploaded to YouTube eventually, fellow listeners.
That's pretty risky, putting up the lost archives. Also, how aren't they on your phone? How are you gonna
Some of
get
them are
them
on my
off?
phone, but most of them are on Google Drive.
Oh, that's right. Um, how are you going to access the YouTube account though?
Ooh, good point. I literally can't.
Yes, you can. I put the password information in a convenient spot for you.
Oh, you're right.
I'm thinking that I'm just gonna actually reveal our login information, just in the recording, so that anyone can get in.
The
Um,
uh the the channel will grow exponentially if everyone can add to it.
sure, but who would want to?
True.
Who would want to be associated with our good names?
Do you think that all of the other podcasts called Straight Talk have any idea that they're like missing out on the pun potential?
Are there other podcasts called Straight Talk?
There are at
There
least two
probably are.
others.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, I YouTube searched Straight Talk when I was trying to find our first videos after you uploaded them.
Oh, I see. Like, did you listen to any of them? What were they about?
I didn't listen to any. I'm sure they all sucked. But
That's
this one's
hostile.
different. Right.
Yeah, we're special. Clearly,
Alrighty.
we have we have special qualities. I actually have been making or taking steps towards being just a tiny bit more special, and it
How
not
so?
really because it's a skill that a lot of people have. I have been practicing knitting more.
Well,
Um,
that fits you pretty well. I think that you've knitted together enough stories that it's time for you to actually make something.
it's a decent pun. I imagine you do
No, it's
know
not.
that I was trying to give you credit.
All right.
But I'm talking about, you take the needles and you do the cast on, you make the stitches, you know, like the rabbit,
Yeah.
which you may or may not know about.
Is that the rabbit? I don't know which rabbit.
I made like a little bunny for you guys at Geneseo.
Oh, you mean the yeah, I remember that. That was really cute. Um, I'm glad you're taking it up. It means that not everything you see was made like over 50 years ago, which is cool.
Is that an
That'd
antique
probably be
joke?
bad for your sanity. Yes, it was an antique joke.
I am sitting in my armchair, the captain's chair, which is also my bed. Um, Not a joke. Uh, and this chair is probably made within the past few years on a blanket. I cover the chair in a big blanket, but like a thin blanket, just to have like a somewhat softer surface to lie on,
Of
made within the
course.
past few years. I have covered myself in a blanket that I bought at Bed Bath and Beyond because they sent me a coupon in the mail as a new homeowner, and I was like, ah, never been to Bed Bath and Beyond. They sent me a coupon. It was like, hey there, Kara, come to our store and spend money. I was like, absolutely, I will check out this Bed Bath and Beyond because it's in Ithaca. So I went there and I spent like $32 after the coupon, and I realized it wasn't super worth it. I got a blanket that was already on sale and then taken further down by sale. I have so many blankets. Um, I have too many blankets, and I will keep getting more. And this blanket, it's a throw blanket. I like the big blankets that are like taller and wider than me. Um, and I got like a turtle thing. Look, the point is, I don't exclusively see things that are over 50 years old.
So, Kara, you've mentioned a chair that you sleep in and some blankets that you sleep over and under, and like a sheet. Tell me, when you sleep, are your eyes open?
Are my eyes open?
Yeah.
No. Where's this
So,
coming
how are
from?
you seeing them?
But like because I put the blanket on
But it's
before?
dark.
No, Alec, I've like this blanket has
It's
been
dark,
on.
Kara.
It's not dark.
Dark to see.
I
It's too
honestly,
dark to
I
see.
I don't understand. My light is on right now, although I only have two functioning lights or light bulbs. Excuse me. I have a ceiling fan with a light underneath it, and the bulb went out in that. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that because I'm not tall enough to reach it. And I don't know if I have anything that can extend my tallness to get to it. And then I have two side lights on either side of my room. And by my room, as I've talked about, it's the only room. Um, but they both have two light bulbs, and one of them somehow both light bulbs went out simultaneously. And I know this because I went to the other light, both light bulbs worked. I unscrewed one, took it over to the other light. That one works. So I'm running dangerously low on light bulbs.
Maybe you could buy more.
I buy too many
Sorry,
things.
that's a preposterous notion.
Look, you know what I did the other day?
What?
So a few months ago, and I know, just a few months ago, I got an electric toothbrush. It was one of the better purchases of the year for me. I'm not kidding. I had never used an electric toothbrush before. Tried it out, and I was like, this is really good. I like this far more than conventional brushing. It stopped working about a week ago. I thought, must need new batteries. So I went to Dollar General and I got a standard pack of AAA batteries. And then I also got uh, like a pack of sponges because both of the sponges I use for doing dishes are all beat up. It was $10. How can I survive if I'm spending $10 every day on AAA batteries and packs of sponges? And I'll be honest, I got bougie sponges. Not the bougie, bougiest. But it's like, hey, you can get $4 General thin sponges for 175, or for 225, you can get four of I don't even know the name of it. They're thicker, they're more durable, and I thought I'll spend the money on the more durable sponges. Also, they come in multiple colors. I'll pay 225 for four higher quality sponges. But then I leave the store and I feel guilty because I'm like, oh, hey, I just managed to blow another $10 on sponges and AAA batteries. I go home, I go to the bathroom, I unscrew my electric toothbrush, pop out the old batteries, put in the two new ones. Doesn't work. Just refuses to work. So I take out the two new batteries, leave the electric toothbrush on the side of my sink, and think, you know what? I've got a problem that I need to deal because I had another problem that I had to deal with. I don't even remember. Oh, I remember what the problem was. The problem was contacting someone. I'm not going to get into that because it's a business thing, not antique business. It's a separate thing. The next day, I get up in the morning. I have Johnson and Johnson, not sponsored, face wash you get at Walmart. It's like a early morning cleanse with like citrus bursting beads, and there's a night soothing blend. So you take one when you get up. You take or not take. You rub one on your face when you get up. You rub one on your face at
Like
night.
how many? How big's the dose?
It's not. No, it's it's a facial cleanser thing. So I get up, I urinate. We're R rated. I wash my hands, and I get out the Johnson and Johnson face burster bubbles citrus. And I get that going, scrub it on my face, washing it off, knock into the toothbrush that I had left there the day before, my nice electric toothbrush, falls into my sink, gets all goopy, because there's horrible, gross goop that had been collecting around my drain that I had been trying to figure out how I was going to clean. The toothbrush is now dead, obviously, because it has been contaminated by this horrible goop. So now I spend like $7 on just like a pack of AAA batteries, and the batteries don't even work in the toothbrush. Before I have time to figure out what I was doing wrong with the toothbrush, I ruined the toothbrush anyway. So now, if I want the pleasure of using an electric toothbrush, which is far greater than conventional brushing, I've got to go buy another electric toothbrush. And what happens in 5 months when that one stops working? And it's just like, oh, well, I'm not going to accept new AAA batteries, even though I got Duracell, I think. Did I get Duracell? The king of batteries, not sponsored. I'm pretty sure I got Duracell. If you're not getting Duracell, unless there's like a store brand, like Walgreens batteries, if those are on sale and you get them, that's fine. But otherwise, you got to go for the Duracell. And I'll
You're
give
not
them
an
that one for
Energizer
free.
fan?
Oh, come on. No, just keep on going with our big fucking furry here mascot. If they can pander, they they can pander to that audience. That's fine. I'm going with Duracell. That's my right as an American. I'm not afraid to say it. I'll stand Duracell. Probably a comment that I would regret, but I won't. Remember, I've stand Duracell for years. When you fuckers made me play Outlast on my own PS4, the indignity. Whenever I found batteries, I would go, "Oh, there's Duracell." You remember that?
I do not.
The point is, I have been supporting Duracell as like the king of batteries for a year or two.
Sounds like you're the queen of flatteries.
Like so the joke is that battery rhymes with flattery.
Yes.
I liked the knitted together pun better. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
yikes.
was gonna tell you. Why'd you say night? Yeah,
Because that one was even worse.
no, I liked it. And I was gonna tell a story about how I actually successfully knit a hat, but it was way too small. It turns out that the size of the knitting needles you use matters. So like, I spent 5 to 6 hours knitting a hat as a back to school gift for my little brother, who is 13 years old and is taller than me. But I use size 6 needles, and you're supposed to use size 10. So it was like a hat that would maybe fit a toddler. He put it on his head, and it didn't reach his ears.
Oh,
But guess what? I redeemed myself yesterday, last Sunday. Went to Michael's craft store in Canandaigua with my mother. Got size 10 knitting needles yesterday. Actually knit a hat that fits. It's evolution, baby.